Hi again, Doug here from X-Frames FPV, and today we've got another FPV little micro drone to do a final thoughts video on. This is the JJPRO T2, and like I've said in some of my other videos, I've got 8 of these that 7 or 8 that I'm reviewing. I'll kind of let you take a look as I talk here. 8 of these that I'm reviewing right now, and so we've really had, me and Ray, the guy that helps me out here in the shop, have had a lot of fun with these. This does have the JJPRO T2 does have, this is a NOS 32 flight controller, and it does have integrated receiver on it. I wish it had an F3. That would be my main complaint on this. We don't get air mode on it, and air mode is great to have on these because when you go into horizon mode, then there's just a lot of things that you can do with air mode and keeping the prop spinning. But we've flown these extensively. I did some video. You're going to see some video here in a minute. Again, I'm going to apologize for the video because it is really crappy, but it's what my Dominator V3s recorded. So maybe if you guys have some input on getting better quality recording, I would really appreciate that. But we liked this one. Some of the notes on this: great camera. This is another one that has a really good quality camera. Let me look here on the box if it says here. I think, the receiver, the video transmitter is 40 channel. And it was not set up. Another note is it was not set up well out of the box. So with all of these, if possible, I tried to fly these with the tune that they came with. And some of them, I think, really didn't have a tune. It was just the stock PIDs from whether it be Clean Flight or whatever. But this one needed more setup, needed a little more. I had to tune it just to get it to fly right. And so that was one of the notes. And, the other ones are running, for the most part, F3 Evos. And so, that's going to help them as well in the tuning. Let me see here. This bound, this is one of the ones that, because it's integrated, it bound really, really easily. And the other note is, you see how this main section here is kind of sandwiched between these two carbon plates. In a crash, quite often that would, I would come back and the main plate would be kind of askew, and because it had kind of separated from here. Now, I feel two ways about that. One, I don't like it because it's not a huge pain, but every time you crash, you got to fix that. But on the other side, something a lot of times in crashes is going to have to give. And if it's something that you can snap back together as opposed to breaking, then that's an advantage. So I'm kind of leaning both. I kind of lean both ways. I don't like that it does it because I feel like it does it too easily. But again, I think it's going to help protect this part from actually breaking because it's just they're gonna separate. So all in all, this is a really good flyer. Let's go to the video and take a look at it. Okay, here we go with the T2 now. Like I said before, this one required us to tune it just to get it to be flyable at all. It was pretty much unflyable the way it came. I don't know if that was just something that got missed, if it was supposed to have a tune on it, it didn't, or that's just the way they ship it. I didn't spend a lot of time tuning it. I did not want to give it an unfair advantage by spending a lot of time getting it completely locked in. But we got it just kind of a baseline tune and went out and flew it. We both really liked the camera. Like I said, this multipathing that you're seeing here, this is not at all what we're seeing in the goggles. We may see some of it, but it's just really accentuated in the Dominator's goggles. I don't know why. You can see there he's trying to do a flip and rate mode or an angle mode. Not with all of these, just getting them up and flying. Took us a little bit just to make sure that we had everything the way we wanted it. See here, he's going to do a little bit of straight line here, and it does really well. So, with some tune, I think this is a good model. but the way it came, we had to tune it to get it to this point. All right, guys, I'm sorry about that. I meant to do a weight on this before we did the video, but I didn't get a chance to. So here's the weight of it, 45 grams. A lot of these are coming in the 40 to 45. This is kind of one of the heavier ones. The QX80 is, I believe, 42. Yeah, 41. This is 45. The QX95 that we tested was like 40. So this is on the heavier side. I think because it is a pretty beefy one, and it is stout. I mean, if you know, they're almost all of these except for these just True X, which this is, have a lot of flex, and that's one nice thing about this kind of configuration. The way they're built, they just are a little bit stronger and sturdier. So that's about it on this one. I think, you know, if you're in the market, I think this is a good one to look at. As far as performance, I think, you know, the QX80 definitely has the upper hand over this one as far as performance. But, you know, it's still a fun one to have, and it would be a great one to have in your box to just take out and have some fun. So again, guys, I appreciate you. Check out my website, xframesfpv.com, and I hope you get a chance to fly.